Have you ever had that transcendent moment of clarity where you have this incredible idea that you think will change the world? Maybe you were in the shower or out for a walk, or maybe some event happened that just drove you nuts, and out of it came this beautiful, powerful, incredible idea that you're like 100%, this is going to change everything. And then you went to implement it, and suddenly you found the reality just didn't match with what you saw in your head. Suddenly you're working 16 hours a day, you're tired, you're exhausted, and then you have to go and do the finances and look after the baby afterwards. And you think to yourself, this idea just seems so remarkable, so powerful. I just really felt like this was going to change everything for a lot of people. And now you feel like you're just grinding it out and it sucks and you're struggling to find inspiration. If that's you, I believe that this message and this series that I'm about to start is for you. You're going to get so much out of it, and I think it's really going to inspire you to go to the next level. I call this Pipelines and Purpose, and it's a series that I introduced to my team here at TradeOxy in the middle of what was one of the most exciting and frustrating periods of our company. The cool thing about how I've recorded this and how we're releasing it is that this message was recorded in the moment. We didn't wait for us to become mega successful and then go back and kind of make it like this, look like this fait accompli where of course it was always going to work out. No, we're taking a risk by recording this message in the middle of trying to dig ourselves out of a hole that we got ourselves into, so that we can share our story as investors, as entrepreneurs, as people who are there trying to make a difference, so that you can see it being brought to life. Of course, if you're watching this in a few years' time, maybe we are mega successful and it's turned out to be something incredible and amazing, and it's going to be super inspiring. But if you're in the moment, if you're in the journey and you're following us, this is as raw as it gets in the middle of what we're going to do. So let me introduce you to the scene of where we currently are at. On the 1st of January 2024, TradeOxy released our platform into beta. We were so pumped about what we had. We felt like we'd built some really compelling features. Over the first few months, we'd built a platform that allowed people to become much better traders, we believed, and that would lead into our overall purpose of building better investors. We'd done some pretty amazing things at those points in time. We had created an AI system that allowed someone to build stuff on a chart, and then at the push of the button, get this amazing AI analysis of what it was and what it was indicating. Now other people have started to do it, but at release time, as far as we knew, we were at least one of the only people, if not the only people, doing it. An amazing use of ChatGPT-4, and what we felt would really save people tons and tons of time and really make the analysis easier. We'd also built a platform that had 69 different timeframes available for quantitative investors. Now, if that's not a world that you're involved in, to give you an idea of what that kind of means, most platforms that we interacted with really just focused on several time frames. 1 minute one, 5 minute, 10 minute, 15, 30, 1 hour, and daily, and a couple of other ones. However, we knew that some of the more advanced investors that we wanted to interact with would like to have other time frames, and they use that for a bunch of reasons. I won't get into why. So we have built a platform that had 69 different timeframes, all firing, all doing their own thing. Amazing. We'd also built a platform that was so straightforward and easy to use, super intuitive. Again, really doing everything we could to remove any barriers that people might have to doing their thing. We had all of these things in place, and hopefully you enjoyed the screen recordings I just included in the video. But when we launched, it really didn't go as planned. In fact, looking back, there were some pretty clear signs that things weren't going well. We just didn't really know how to measure them at the time. Things like, at one point in time, we were getting all of these sign-ups before we even launched our product of people who were interested. And then after we launched, they totally dropped off. We had a 92% reduction in the number of people signing up to our platform. When we started to do some testing at scale, we started to find that we had some errors that were popping up, errors that we didn't quite understand. The thing is, we realized looking back that we had tested everything that worked in terms of at a small scale, But when we got to the scale that we wanted to get to, of thousands of people signing up, the platform just didn't work as intended. We realized that we'd spent tons and tons and tons of time on our technical expertise, but we hadn't really done a lot of work in synchronizing that with our marketing, storytelling, and other efforts. The outcome was that we realized about 6 weeks into our beta launch that we needed to sit down and fundamentally reimagine how we're going to go about doing business. Not necessarily talking about the platform, we're very confident in what we're doing technically, but we needed to take our technical expertise and turn it into an amazing, world-changing business. And that's where this series came from, pipelines and purpose. We felt like we had a very, very clear purpose for what we wanted to achieve with TradeOxy, and we felt like at the time, we 100% went ahead and executed it as best as we could. For us, we felt like we had been given an amazing vision to change the world by making trading and investing more accessible to billions of people. That was a really, really clear sense of purpose for us. But we really struggled to take that idea and turn it into a business. And for many people, I think that you get these amazing ideas, and I think that our experience is quite common. You have this amazing idea, but the execution of it, the truth is, there's a ton of learning along the way. And we wanted to record this video in the moment so that we could share our story. So we feel that the things that we needed to put in place was a series of 7 different pipelines that would allow us to take this amazing purpose, this amazing vision, and turn it into reality. Over the next few episodes, I'm going to introduce these one by one. But to start with, I want to challenge you to head down to the description of this video and grab the download link of the thing that will help you and write down the sense of purpose that you have for your idea. Then come back and listen to the rest of the series as I go through the 7 pipelines that will build your business from an idea into reality.